We actually scored fucking goals. Oh my God, that was exactly what Manchester United needed. Well, in the second half in particular. Anyway, United off to a shocking start, but what a fantastic finish. A dominant second half performance there, which we have been crying out for months. 4 goals in one game, 4 goals at Old Trafford. What was it, Everton last time that happened? Captain marvellous, captain fantastic, Bruno Fernandes steps forward again to pull Manchester United out of the mire, because it was what I said, an absolute dire start to the game tonight. The worst possible start. VAR controversy, penalties all over the place, 3 penalties in one game. Thankfully for us, Manchester United had their wits about them at the start of the second half, unlike the first, and we got off to a really good start. I thought we were dominant even with that 10-man against Sociedad. Before that, I thought United were on the front foot and are pretty much not having to do much at all in that game. Didn't really have much to do in the first half. But again, Sociedad, the last 3 times we've played them, last 4 times, last 3 goals they've scored against us, in fact, all penalties. Silly mistakes from United, causing our own issues again, but completely wiped out, completely put to bed, and United get a massive confidence boost from that. 4-1 here, 5-2 on aggregate, message sent, and I feel like that really is what Ruben Amorim's been asking for. Again, same as what we did against Arsenal, but with a bit more conviction going forward. If we could actually finish, we'd have absolutely smashed Sociedad to bits there. Wasted chances throughout the game, silly mistakes, like I said, could have cost us again, but that sending off definitely poleaxed Sociedad, and United were just a cakewalk all the way to the quarterfinals, and that is exactly what was needed to give us the boost going into the rest of this season. We said it before the game, we needed something tonight. We needed to keep the little bit of momentum we picked up over the last few weeks going, and we did. It was excellent from United in that second half. It could have been 7 or 8, and that's no exaggeration. Brilliance. The only thing it was missing was a Rasmus Højlund goal. Man alive, we've got a 75 million Wout Weghorst in our midst here right now with Rasmus Højlund. You just want the ball to go in for him, but literally it was him lackadaisical on the ball for that penalty in the first half. If he wasn't so slow on the ball, we probably wouldn't have got that penalty. He should have scored, but we did. Thankfully, Bruno has got the calmness and poise on a different planet, honestly, a different planet. And how anybody can go in on Bruno and say that this man isn't Mr Man United, he's not right for his football club. Again, he keeps on knocking you back week after week after week. He is the leader of this team, he is holding it together, and he's inspiring other players to come forward. An assist for Højlund, an assist for Garnacho tonight. Maximum effort from absolutely every single player. Dalot, okay, shaky in parts, got his goal, hopefully that gives him a boost. Joshua Zirkzee tonight, outstanding. Ball control superb, holding up play, getting better and better and better, and we might actually have a player there. We just don't score, and that's the thing without Bruno Fernandes, and that's the only thing you can say with this. Where would we be without Bruno Fernandes this season? And honestly, ask yourself the question. Without his goals, without his impact, this team is absolutely nothing. It's dead. And it's sorry to say that, because that was a team performance, but goals win prizes. Goals get you going forward, and our forwards just don't do it. Again, the holding midfielder gets a hat-trick, yes, 2 penalties, and our full-back, our wing-back, Dalot, gets the 4th. The strikers just don't score goals. This is the problem at Manchester United. Tweak it up in the summer, get some better players in. We do need a number 9. I think I've said that so many times now. Without a number 9, Manchester United will always suffer. But we're dragging ourselves through right now, and we're in the quarterfinals. That is all that matters right now. We just need to find something up front. It's working in work rate, it's working in link up. We're now starting to create chances, and you can say it's lesser opposition. You can say they're not the best team out there, and United should be putting these teams to bed. But that's 5-2 in the round of 16 against an half-decent Spanish side. And I mean half-decent by the fact that they're solid, not fantastic. And they showed again tonight that they are gutless and toothless up front. But you still got to score. You still got to put the result to bed. And thankfully, we had the players in the end just to do it. Into the defence, and what happened in that defence tonight was the emergence of an absolute world beater. It sounds a bit too much in saying that, but Aiden Heaven, without Bruno Fernandes on that pitch, was getting man of the match. Clear as day. Outstanding, mature performance from an 18-year-old lad that has been here for 2 minutes in one of the biggest games of the season. I tweeted it out before the start of the game. This lad's coming in for his first start for Manchester United in the biggest game of our season, and he stood up and he was counted. Calmness personified. Ruben said before the game he's a little bit too calm at times and too smooth and get smooth and suave on the ball. But do you know what? Today he had his wits about him, strong. He defends in a way like Vincent Kompany does. And I don't want to bring up an ex-City player in this, but he's like a cross between Vincent Kompany and Rio Ferdinand. He just seems to have that extra yard when you don't think he's there. He gets himself in positions where it's hard for the forward to actually get past him. Even when he's at full tilt, he gets in the right position. He looks like a real player. And Ruben said exactly that. It looks like we have got a real player here. United have. And he was outstanding tonight. And the fact that we are now with this makeshift defence, and let's not forget, we're missing Yoro, we're missing Martinez, we're missing Maguire. You've got Lindelof sat on the bench there as well. You've got a fullback playing in the back three. You've got an 18-year-old academy player who's never played first-team football in his life playing at the back here. And we are stopping Arsenal. We are stopping Sociedad. And Arsenal's getting the easiest run of the season right now with this makeshift defence. We just need to score goals. That's it. The forwards score goals and this team is actually all right. Because today we've seen midfield come in there. We've got Collier coming on, fresh legs for Casemiro, who played well again today, going into the second half in particular anyway. We've got that happening there. We've got Eriksen's come on off the bench. We've still not even used Manuel Ugarte yet. We didn't need him tonight and we're in the last 8. That's what's important. We have actually got a little bit of depth around the midfield and the defensive department right now when it is showing through. Because you're looking at Harry Maguire and how he gets back in his side right now. I'm sorry, he doesn't. He's got to work his way back in again. You're looking at Dorgu, when he comes back from the suspension in the Premier League, that is going to be a massive boost for Manchester United. But again tonight, him showing what it's like to have a proper wing-back playing. Shaky start, like most of the team. But wow, he was a threat. He was a bit more experienced and knew what to do in the final third. You're looking at a real player there again. He is an absolute diamond in there. And for two players that have just been brought into the club to be that confident, to give us that much of a threat, and to be that in control of their game in a pressure situation when you've got other senior players who are struggling around them, credit to him. And credit to the United's recruitment team, because there were two players there tonight who were outstanding for United, in Dorgu and Heaven, who we brought in for a combined £26 million in January. And everybody was saying that the January transfer window wasn't good enough and Ruben didn't get backed. Well, the two players he has bought right now are standing out here, and there's obviously one more man that again he's holding everything together that we've already said, and he's the man that's been here near enough longer than anybody else on that pitch right now, and he is our Captain Marvel, Bruno Fernandes. A hat-trick tonight, a hat-trick for Bruno Fernandes. My God, I didn't think I'd be saying that, but what's that now? 16, 17 goals I think this season. Honestly, where would we be without Bruno Fernandes? Drop your comments in below, give the video a like, make sure you have subscribed to Forever United TV. We are buzzing tonight. We've actually scored some fucking goals. Get in there. Should have been more though.